They're named after an obscure Mac shortcut, and their sound is just as ambiguous. Welcome to WatchMojo.com. Today we're speaking with guitarist and bassist Gwil from Alt J to learn more about their album An Awesome Wave, and whether their band name means they're part of the Illuminati.
You're a shark and I'm swimming.
Do you want to tell me a bit about An Awesome Wave and kind of what you guys were going for?
I think we were thinking, we've got to make an album. We just signed a record deal. We spent like 5 months unemployed after we finished our degrees, kind of not having much. We won state benefits. We didn't have much money. We were kind of trying to organise touring around signing on for our state benefits, and we knew we wanted a record deal, and then you suddenly sign a record deal, and then it's like, oh yeah, you have got to make an album.
Let's desolate.
And I kind of thought the album, I think there's the question over how relevant it is anymore. When I look at how, maybe my younger siblings really digest music, I'm not sure an album seems to be that relevant to what they're interested in. And maybe that's sad, but I think we wanted to make an album that was definitely an album, not a collection of songs, which is how I feel most albums have gone nowadays, because it's more about pushing singles and, the sort of download charts and stuff like that. I think our intention was to make an album that's handled like an album. That was really it. There was no kind of big plan, and I think the only aim was to make an album that we wanted to hear and we wouldn't get bored of ourselves.
Obviously, as I'm sure you know, you guys won the Mercury Prize. Do you take that as pressure, or do you just take it as an accolade and move on?
We get asked this question quite a lot at the moment, and I would say that, if anything, for me personally, it kind of takes pressure off, and it gives us a little bit of security, because if you've won the Mercury Prize, then you kind of know that even if it took us an outrageous amount of time to make a next album, say it took 5 years to make our next album, we kind of know that, well, at least it would probably get reviewed. It would at least be given its kind of chance to be acknowledged and torn apart or praised or whatever would happen to it. Whereas not having that, we might be under a bit more pressure from our label to bang out a second album to, continue the momentum of what we had on the first album.
One bird, one red, one green. Set degrees while the cameras spin.
Obviously, the band name is quite unique. And aside from the difficulty Googling it, there's some talk of Illuminati connection. Do you think that's insane?
Well, I couldn't say, could I? If I was, I wouldn't say. Maybe I am. You don't know. I mean, no, it's nothing to do with that. I mean, we just liked it in a completely kind of shallow way. We knew that it just stirred something in a lot of people. A lot of people would see it and they would have different ideas about what it was about, and some people thought it was kind of mysterious and had this deep meaning. For us, it's quite a shallow meaning. We just knew it would look good, and it would just function well as a band name, even though it kind of, in a way, cripples you as a band name because it's kind of so weird.
I like your first answer.
You can just edit out the actual explanation. You just go with the first one.